Hello everybody, I am Angry Bird. Welcome to a new Steel Division League cast today. We are in Division 1. We are back with Sehandur. He's up against Ortfine Frederica von Eidelstadt. And we've got a first cast, I think, on this channel for 17th SS Panzergren. They are up against the 3rd Guard Mechanized Corps. Ortfine is often a picker of off-meta divisions, so not unexpected from Ortfine. And yeah, we'll see how the 17th SS get along as well, because I'm hearing they're pretty strong. It's Sehandur with flatline income up against Ortfine with Vanguard income. Now, I know this is another cast off Sehandur. We've had a few, but it just depends on how the games are played, you know, the fall of the games being played by the players. So we've had a few, but there may be a few other players coming on soon as well. But I am reliably informed this is a good game. I haven't seen it, obviously. I don't get to see these games before I cast them. That would just spoil it, wouldn't it? That would just spoil it. But yeah, I'm reliably informed this is a pretty decent game, so hopefully it will be. And if not, sack the source. So Sehandur on the left-hand side, he's playing the 17th SS on flatline income. SPW233s at the start. It does have those Avkla in, and actually a lot of Avkla, so he's hoping to hide them in a lot of bushes on the map Zell today. 87 units of infantry, Volksdeutscher in B as well as in A. We've got SS Legionari. I believe they're Italian. I may be wrong on that though. And they don't surrender. But I believe there's a little bit of a bug right now in that they don't actually... They can't surrender other people either. Which I don't think is intentional. We got Stug 4s in the tank tab, 17 in total. Jagdpanzer 4s in the anti-tank tab in B phase. We've got the BEF traction and Flammenwerfers in those traction vehicles, so they're very fast. As well as Panzerschrecks, so we'll Sehandur pick up some early kills from those fast ambushing troops. And I think this is why 17th SS is actually a pretty decent division to go up against a Vanguard income, because you can get Flammenwerfers and Panzerschrecks into positions where the enemy, you know, has to unload his troops way further back than you would want to as a Vanguard player. It can very much disrupt early aggression. And yeah, I do think it's a pretty decent pick against a Vanguard income type. Pretty strong anti-air tab. Sehandur always likes a strong anti-air tab. I guess it's to support his Ju-87 G1s and the D3s, but yeah, I'm starting to notice this. Maybe it's a theme of Sehandur's deck that he likes to have a strong anti-air tab. Let's push over to the right hand side. Let's have a look at the 3rd Guards Mechanized from Ortfine Frederica von Eidelstadt. I'm going to have a quick look at the artillery tab, because it's always interesting looking at the artillery tab for Ortfine. He doesn't play with standard artillery, like he doesn't play with any tube artillery. I don't think I've ever seen him play with tube artillery. So yeah, 1 off map in A and then 2 BM8 24s in B phase, which is essentially like a very weak off map, really, like a 105mm off map in a way. Infantry tab 98 units, roughly comparable I think to Sehandur's deck, slightly more. He does have Razvedka with the bazookas that can actually really put a dent in the enemy player, especially if they forget about those bazookas, because they do have the extra range, 250 to 250 meters range, so sometimes players can forget about that. Emchers, all of them 2 stars, 33 in total, more tanks than Sehandur, but obviously at longer distances they're going to struggle. But this isn't a map for longer distance. This is Zell, and the game is underway. Let's recap for a moment. Sehandur on the left hand side playing the 17th SS Panzergren on flatline income. Ortfine Frederica on the right hand side playing the 3rd Guard Mechanized on Vanguard income, and it looks to me to be a fairly decent push up north. The Pack 38 does take out a unit of infantry. The other Partisanis in there unload. There is a Panzerschreck trying to skirt round the outside. We have Ognamachikis going to be up against those Flammenwerthers. I'm kind of surprised Sehandur didn't push them a little bit further forward into those buildings, but nevertheless, we do have a consistent, fairly large amount of units coming into this central forest. Ortfine is going to pick up an early lead, 13-11. Oh, look at that. I don't know whether Sehandur spotted that Panzerschreck unloaded from Ortfine. Both sides using kind of Panzerschrecks to try and skirt round the side of the enemy in ambush. I think Sehandur saw that Panzerschreck. He's now moving his Volksdeutsche down to take care of that Panzerschreck, and then I think he's going to move his own Panzerschrecks back into kind of this position, unload them and push them through the back. I'd be really interested to see if that happens. We do have an off map up north, but down go the Panzerschreck. Let's just see, is he going to do that? I really want to know if that's what's happening. Ognamachiki do start engaging the Panzergrens. The Shermans are pushing through. The Pat gun has gone down that was in this position, but they're going to be up against Stug 4s, and that's not a good engagement for those Shermans. Still no movement of those Panzerschrecks down on the southern sides. Pretty quiet elsewhere across the front. And most of the action's going on up north. Another off map with no units behind it. This is the downside of using off map, really, in the sense that unless you're pretty certain about them being in a position, it can be a massive waste. Partisanis do discover the Panzerschrecks trying to flank round to take out those Emchers and do deal with them pretty easily. No movement yet on the southern side. I really want to see whether Sehandur is going to use his Panzerschrecks for that purpose. The Stug 4, the Emchers retreat. The Stug 4 is kind of king of the road. The Guardias have to unload. Did an Emcher go down there? No, it didn't. I just lost sight of it for a moment. The off map does come down on top of that Panzergren. Kind of surprised he didn't die there. That was like literally right next to him. That was literally right on top of him. I'm kind of surprised that Panzer Grenadier, sorry. I think I said Panzerschreck. Panzer Grenadier did... it got pinned down at least, and it will go down now, but very surprising. We do have Panzerschrecks dotted around. Yeah, there we have it. Sehandur has moved them into the south, and he is flanking round. Interesting, Ortfine has a unit of Guardia back there. I think he's expecting a flank from Sehandur. Sehandur is often a tasty player. He has those spicy moves with the Aufklar and the Panzerschrecks, trying to get them behind enemy lines. Here we have a group of SS Legionary that are pushing through onto Ortfine's fairly secure town in that southern central area. I don't think Sehandur's going to get too far with that. I think Ort has enough to hold them off here. We have 4 Emchers in. We have 3 Stug 4s. It is a battle of the northern road, and Ort is moving his Guardia into his own off map here. That is too close. He can see his own off map. That is too close, those Guardia. He needs to get them out of there. They are... Oh, okay. That's fine. He cancelled and reallocated the off map. Whew. That was scary. I mean, he reallocated onto another position where there's no... I mean, you know there's no units here. The front line is here. So, you know, maybe at least put it so that the edge of the off map's on the edge of the front line, but you know, these guys, they have to make decisions so fast, much faster than I can make decisions. I probably wouldn't have even cancelled the off map and destroyed my own troops. In comes a Cobra, trying to strike those Stug 4s, but I don't think he's going to do anything with those HE rockets. Yeah, I mean, barely even gets any suppression onto that Stug 4. Oh, but the Stug 4s are moving into the off map. This could be devastating. There is a Zis 2 up here, going to engage. Oh, this could be a 1-2 knockout onto these Stugs up here with this off map and the Zis 2. The Emchers are moving forward. I think he's going to try and go for some surrenders, possibly a kill here. One of the Stug 4s is now falling back. Yeah, the Sherman is trying to move around, at least close the distance, possibly get a side shot if possible. Could see some Fury action in here right now. The off map doesn't manage to pick up the kills against those Stug 4s though. I think actually Ort is probably a little bit unlucky there with that off map. Look at the off map all over the road and somehow missed the Stug 4s either side of them. Yeah, I think he is a little bit unlucky. I'd like to see this Zakhanov map come down onto this town, see whether he can pick up those kills against the Stug Force. The Legionaries, looks like they have engaged, but Sehandur has pulled them back. I think he is right to do that. I don't think he can push in there. The Panzerschrecks, for now, not moving any further forward at this point. We have SPW222s pushing forwards with the SS Legionary unit After in here with the Recon. Ort has this area very lightly defended, and Sehandur actually will make some decent progress in here. Everything is up north. There is an off map perfectly placed this time. This could be devastating. The Emchers are very close here, and the Stug Force are pulling off the road. They're going to try and engage those Emchers, but I kind of expect Lolly to move the Emchers back onto the road. We could see some surrenders if he pushes forwards with them. This is a mighty, mighty big opportunity. Down goes one of the Stug Force, and in comes the off map. Will that Emcher survive long enough? Oh, that was mighty close again, not massive. Panzerschrecks heading in, and will they be able to unload next to those Stug Force? They're just barreling down the road. Hopefully the off-map doesn't take them down. This is major aggression right now. Will they unload right next to this Stug Force? This could be a massive kill. One of them does. The other one unloads. Oh, look at that kill! Unbelievable! What a kill! What a kill! Oh my god, I hit the microphone there. Sorry. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Will he pick up the second kill? Yes, he does. I just cannot believe the range of that shot there. The range of that shot must have been right on the bounds of that 250 meter range of the Panzerschreck. Wow, what a play from Ortfine up on that northern side. Beautiful, beautiful play. We do see two Flak 3637s along with the BEF Commander, the BEF Traction in there, upvetted to 3 stars. So any airplay could get taken down by Sehandur, but right now Ort is completely relying on his ground play. Let's have a quick look. Does he have any major air force? He does have the Cobra. We saw that in earlier. He has the IL-4s in B phase. He can't quite use them yet, so he does have some airplay. May well get shut down on this northern side. Reinforcing Alpha's coming in with the SPW222s, trying to take out the infantry with those 20mm cannons. Will they do the job? He's certainly done the job against the Stug Force from now. I'm kind of surprised the Emchers aren't pushing forwards massively, very, very quickly down this road to take out these SPW222s. They're currently dealing with the Panzergrens. Here comes the fast move order. This is what I was expecting, just pushing down to try and get rid of these SPW222s before they can do any major damage against his infantry. Let's just check back. Look at that wave of Guardias coming in there to re-support that position. In comes a Cobra up onto the northern side. No more real movement. Actually, down here, the Panzerschrecks are discovered again on the southern side, and Guardia perfectly placed. He knew what Sehandur was going to do and defended against it fantastically well. The Shermans pushed forwards one after the other, barreling down that road, trying to get the kills. And will they clean up Sehandur's units? Down goes one SPW. Surely the other one's going to go down as well. Yes, it does. Did the Cobra got forced back by the two Flak 3637s, and look at this push from Ortfine. Fantastic play. He's taken the flag up here. He's still got a 13-11, 26 minutes left on the clock. Needs to get some more flags with this push. He's made a great effort, but is he going to get the flags? Stug 4 pushing very much up right into the face of those Shermans, and the Shermans can get the kills here at this range and do so. I kind of think that was a mistake from Sehandur. Would have been better to bring him a kind of across and at least play it a little bit further range, because in comes another Pack 38. He's going to move that into the forest, but again, as soon as those Shermans get sight of that Pack 38, it could go down. They're actually moving down south now. Will that Pack 38 get the kills, or will it go down? This is a big, big moment for these two players. The infantry's getting decimated by the 50 cows in this position, and the 30 cows. Just so much machine gun fire coming on. Pack 38 takes its first shot, bounce, doesn't get that penetration, and it should go down now. Look at the fire going onto it. No second shot. The gun is pinned down. What a fantastic start to this game. Sehandur has been annihilated up on this northern side. Just one unit of Alpha left, and I actually think Ort might completely ignore them, start to push further south, try and pick up this flag. He has made devastating inroads into Sehandur's position. The SS Legionary have actually picked up the flag here. Sehandur's equaled the 12-12 and IL-4 coming in trying to strike those Legionary, pins down everything, but they cannot be surrendered. They will fight to the last man, and Ort doesn't have enough in here to fight against them. The second Panzerschreck from Sehandur is safe in its current position. I don't think any vehicles will come up this road though. It's very rare. Usually the vehicles coming down this road where the Tango de Saniki are coming, as you can see, and then across this bridge. This road just isn't utilised. So I don't think Sehandur will actually get a kill with the Panzerschreck in that position at present. The two Guardias are pinned down, but remember, we do have that bug at the moment. They cannot be surrendered by the SS Legionary. So a bit of a wet blanket fight from both players. They're just going to have to reliably destroy each other, and the SS Legionary outnumber the Guardia. They are 2-star as well, and they should defeat those units easily. Ort does need to defend that position, does bring in a leader to support the Tanko de Sanikes. It's going to be interesting. Is he going to be able to take that position back? I think he has the numbers. Ooh, off map up north. We kind of missed the placement. It's the Bayokuba 152 mil. One of the Flak 36-37s has gone down. There are a couple of Emchers. Are they all three in there? Just two. I think one of them has gone down. There were three Emchers. One of them may have gone down. And Sehandur desperately trying to get his Flak 36-37 out of the way. Nice position from these Emchers, just covering off the road, covering against the reinforcements. Lovely off-map position though. Four more M4s coming in here. A lot more Tanko de Sanikes. Ortfine really wants to protect this position, and this off-map could just be awful for Ortfine's troops. Oh, down goes the Panzerschreck. The Emchers are pushing into it. This could be bad. This could be bad. Down goes the leader. Everything else pinned down. Down goes the ZIS-2. One unit after the other. Down they go. Falling like dominoes right now. The Emchers survive. Another off-map coming into the position. And Sehandur's got a lot of troops heading in there. And he's actually got troops behind Ortfine's lines. This is an interesting... Wow, look at these Emchers! There are Panzerschrecks in here. There are Panzerschrecks, but they do manage to... they are managing to hold off these Volksdeutsche. Will they get the Panzerschrecks away? No, one after the other just gets pinned down time and time again. Ooh, one of the Panzerschrecks, Panzerfaust does get off down here onto the southern Emcher, and Ortfine loses that flag. It's a 13-11. He did recapture this position here. There's been fighting within the town, and the Tanko de Saniki look like they have dispatched most of the Legionary down in that position. Oh, the MG42s do take down a couple of units here, I think, in the transports. One of them unloads the Guardia DP, has unloaded further back. It's going to find it hard getting through those MG42s without some support from some Shermans, which are literally heading onto the battlefield. Perfect macro from Ortfine right now. Tanko de Saniki's pushing through the forest. This is an intense game. 13-11, 14 minutes into this game. We've got at least 22 minutes of the game left at this stage. The Emchers have gone down. There are some reinforcing Emchers further back. There's also an M42 gun that could do with, you know, just pushing forwards, and maybe into this tree line would be perfect for it, but it is being missed right now. And I feel like Sehandur is starting to gather enough forces back to push this hill once more. And actually, you know, Ortfine, he's not capturing a flag here. He's not capturing the flag, and we saw this the previous game with Solo Wing Pixie. We saw Sehandur, you know, had lost a hell of a lot of territory, but he held the flags, and that is what's kind of keeping him in this game right now. He's keeping it at 13-11. He's keeping it he's keeping the game going, and he's going to have the long-term income advantage. It's an IL-4 heading in here. There is a JU87G1, does take down the Emcher. Takes down the second one as well, so 2 big kills. No AA from Ortfine in here. Ooh, unit of Tankos. I'm not sure whether that was a Tanko yeah, it must have been Tanko that went down to the Panzerschrecker, the Volksdeutscher. Second one does unload, and the Tanko ooh, I was about to say should get the kill here, but the fire from the Volksdeutscher further back should actually clear up. And in comes I think it was the same G1, sorry, that circled back around and took a second shot at that Emcher. Look at Sehandur's line of Volksdeutscher. He has picked apart Ortfine up on this northern side, and I can't see him making any more progress right now. Sehandur has just one by one managed to pick apart the units. Down goes an off map, but the all of the uses were utilized. Look at them moving across. This is fantastic. One by one, they're just gonna push through the city in a formation line formation, I guess would be the non-Yoda way of saying that. And the Alpha up with the recon as well. The Stug 4's pushing behind. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful to watch. Beautiful to watch. And what's going to happen now? Because that was Ort's big advance. In comes a ZSU M17 to protect the Emchers, but they're all down now. They are all down. It's too late for that anti-air. The Guardias are just going to go... Oh, will they get a grenade off? They do! Oh, big kill on the Stug 4. The number of infantry kills onto Sehandur's tanks, I think he'll be disappointed by that. In comes the G1 again. I don't know whether he did take down an Emcher. I think he did. I'm sure there were 2 Emchers in this area. So what was I just saying about the AA, and where is that AA? Oh, it is back here. I thought it had gone down for a moment as well. Look at Sehandur advancing this northern side. There's no way Ortfine can stop this push right now. This is... he's going to need an off-map, I feel. There's actually a unit of Guardia that's accidentally unloaded all the way in the back lines there. Another push from Sehandur in the south with more SS Legionnaires. He's going to try it for a second attempt. I think Ort has enough units down here. I think he has enough. And, oh, the Emchers finally start to deal with those MG42s. The G1 is forced back, but the other Emcher's gone down. I'm not sure what took that down. There is so much coming forward as this 2-gun is coming in. I'm sure that's going to face off against the Stug 4 Führer. Oh, the ZSU M17 is pushing up to the northern side. I think that's kind of to try and protect the flag, but yeah, interesting decision there. Interesting decision. One of the Tankos goes down, the other one needs to unload. Transmission damage onto the Stug 4 from the Zis 2-gun. Oh, will it get the kill? That would be a pretty big kill for Ort. There's lots more than he needs to kill, but that one will be the nice one. Yes, it goes down. Spalling damage. I think the SPW233s, yeah, they do take out the Zis 2-gun in reply, but the trade goes to Ort there. And as long as he can get infantry back in and Emchers, he can start to push that back. So maybe it's not over. Oh, look at this Emcher down here. He's made ground and has picked up a flag. And 59 to Ortfine Frederica von Eidelstadt right now. 8 minutes left on the clock. Can he do it? Who knows at this point? Who knows? I think Sehandur is going to shut down this flag eventually. Yeah, infantry, although that may get taken out. Depends. Yeah, all of that unit is they're looking tough. The IL-4, what did that drop on? Yeah, dropped onto this position. I don't think he can push forward with those Ognos, so he must have just sighted the units and been happy to have them there for now. SPW222 does come up the hill. Will actually do a decent job, although the Guardias do have AT rifles. And it goes down to the Sherman down here. Look at that sight line. That is like the... Sehandur pushed it unintentionally into the worst position possible. The tiny diamond sightline that Sherman had. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Cobra comes into the top side, pins down the Panzer Grenadiers. Sehandur has picked up that northern flag. It's a 14-10. Is this enough infantry to get back here? I'm kind of surprised the Volksdeutsche aren't pushing down to try and get the kills on the Emcher. I guess he tried that before and it didn't work for him. In comes a Pack 40 now. Oh, he goes down in the truck. In comes the G1. No anti-air. The M15 has gone down. I think it was an M15, might have been an M17. And the G1 reigns supreme. The number of kills that plane has got. Unbelievable. So many Sherman kills. Oh, the Volksdeutsche have got the flag. Lolly might want to push forwards again. If he does, those Volksdeutsche can't destroy that Sherman. But I guess Sehandur might not know at this stage what that unit actually is. And comes another IL-4. That G1 is just chilling out behind the enemy lines. Actually, that could take down this Emcher here pretty decently. If those Volksdeutsche spot that Emcher, they could go down. Bombs coming in onto the Legionary. Yep, the G1 has spotted it. Will that unit go down? I think it's going to go down. I don't think it's out of line of sight there because of these infantry units. Oh, he ran out of ammunition. I'm pretty sure he ran out of ammunition. And the Emcher survives. Just lucky, very lucky for Ortfine. Sehandur must have been kicking himself. Look at the infantry up on the northern side though. And that can definitely take down the Volksdeutsche in there, especially if he does get some armoured support coming back in. This is a very tight game. 13-11, 13 minutes left on the clock. A second G1 coming in, trying to take down the Emcher, and I'm sure this one won't run out of ammunition. Down it goes. Down it goes. Sehandur recovers the flag and it's back to a 12-12, but his northern side has weakened. Oh, big strike from that Ju-87D3. I think Sehandur was guessing where the units were, but it was a good guess. And I think he's going to, well, he's already got the flag, but I think he's going to dispatch all of the units in there. The SPW222 pushing forwards. Oh, look at that tasty position that could get. The M42-45 might have something to say about that though. SPW233s, we do have a Panzerschreck in there, so that could be risky for Sehandur pushing those forwards. Oh, some tasty gameplay here today. Fantastic. Ortfine is making a push back up in the north, and he should pick up the flag once those units are dispatched. But there is a Jagdpanzer 4 on the way, and no, we do have an Emcher on the way. Is he going to be able to deal with that Jagdpanzer 4 though? I'm not sure. And he's slowly getting destroyed by these G1s. Sandor's using them just fantastically well. All the units down here have been dispatched. 13-11 to Sehandur now. Oof, we could have 32 minutes of this game left. Sehandur's pushed back. He has the income advantage. He has the flag advantage. He's going to have it once these units in here go down. I don't see them surviving against this many squads. Cobra coming in trying to take out that SPW233. Doesn't get the kill. Those HE Cobras, I'm just not a fan of those against soft targets. I mean, this is a soft target though, but doesn't pick up the kill. I feel like HE rockets could do with a little buff. SPW222 behind enemy lines. The Guardia DPs do unload, may get the kill here with those AT rifles. Oh, and another SPW233 pushing forwards. If this Guardia goes down, the other Guardia, yeah, the Guardia DP does go down, the other Guardia may not be able to destroy that unit. This is like the scene with the steamroller pushing forwards. The two units slowly pushing forwards into each other. Who's going to see the other one first? Looks like the Emcher has started firing on the Panzer Grenadiers, and Sehandur sees the Emcher. He's surely going to get the kill. Oh, I cannot believe that Emcher survived. Direct hit into the side armor. How did that Emcher survive that hit? Man, that was a big hit. Oh, can you imagine if this Amcha gets the kill? There is a unit of Volch Dodger here that might move further north, but that would be unbelievable if that Amcha got the kill. In comes another Ju-87 D3 trying to take down that Guardia, and I think Sehandur might have enough. 12-12. Ortfine's pushed him back, but he's lost the central hill, and I think the south is going to get picked off. I think Sehandur has possibly done it again, and Ortfine's units are starting to get picked apart. M42 firing onto the SPW here. I wasn't sure whether it's the Stug or the SPW. The Stug. This is a nice little position up on this kind of hill here, because you can hit this reinforcing road. So yeah, take note of that position, guys. Nice little position up here. Sehandur's using it perfectly well. IL4's desperately trying to keep Ortfine in this game. I don't know whether it's going to work. He's now relying on his airplay above anything else, and I think it's too late. Finally, the Cobra gets a kill. Whew, how many times has a Cobra... Wow, look at these Panzerschrecks. Somehow survived. Oh, I guess the Legionary pushed in from the forest side here, didn't they? From the south. Yeah, this area down south, as soon as Sehandur... In fact, there's 3 Panzergrens coming in here now. I think they're all going to get run over down in the southern position. There's a flag being pushed on. Unless Ortfine can find a breakthrough, I think he is out of this game. I think Sehandur has this game. That's what it feels like right now. I think Ortfine's going to push to the last man. He's going to need to use those 12 Guardia if he is going to push to the last man. In comes another Ju-87 D3. Sehandur has complete control of the skies. 1 AA unit went down. No fighters coming in. And investing in a fighter is a tough call for Ort at this point. But Sehandur's just snowballing. He does use the Cobra. That thing is a fighter bomber, so it can help out. And does get the kill. So good move, good move. Ooh, if these Flammenwerfers go down here to the 2 Ognamachikis. Well, SDK said 7-1, forces back the Cobra. One of the Flammenwerfers deals with the other Ognamachiki. This is a big engagement. If these Ognamachikis win, you know, Ort might be able to invest in the flag. I think they are gonna destroy each other. I feel like that's usually the way. Yeah. It's the way it's gonna go. Oh, yeah, double kill. Oh, but Ort gets the flag anyway. Oh, and then loses it. Hilarious, hilarious. 13-11 to Sehandur. 28 minutes into this game. Ortfine isn't gonna give up, but yeah, just look at the units on the ground. Sehandur, a master of trades. I'm going to call him the master of trades, because that's what he does best. He just trades incredibly well. He is not, like, he is an aggressive player. He does push hard, or he can at least play that play style. But he is very good at trading. Here comes the Lag 3. Will it get the, will it force back? No, it doesn't force back the JU before it does destroy that Zis 2 gun. Those JUs just incredibly efficient if they can be used well. The 2 Volksdeutsche should take down the Guardia, and the Guardia might take down the SPW-222. It's only 1 man left. Nope, doesn't. And Sehandur picks up another flag. Should go to a 14-10. I don't think Ort is going to be able to win this game now. There is a big gap in the lines here, though, that he could exploit. Pack 38 is covering that gap. And the Ju-87 G1 flies Overwatch as well. I want to take a look at the kill list from those Ju-87 G1s, because it feels like they killed a lot of units. Partizani pushing right into those SPW-222s. don't think they're going to get away with it. I think the SPW is going to spot them. Cobra coming in, striking the Pack 40. That's what you're using the Cobra for. Nice kill onto that Pack 40. Should get out here as well. Nice kill onto the Pack 40. Ort is just single-handedly holding this flag with one Tanko Disaniki. Oh, the leader's going to go down. I think he's going to lose that flag. More Panzergrens heading in the DMA trucks. But we do have some Guardias heading into the position as well. So maybe it's not over down south. Another couple of Cobras and IL-4s coming in. SPW does go down to the IL-4 bombing strike. I just feel like Sehandur has enough up here. I really feel like he has enough. 14-10 to Sehandur. 31 minutes into this game. Picks up the flag down south. The Tanko Disanikis were discovered. Oh, the IL-4. I think it's going to go down. Yep. ME-109 gets onto the back of it. Does get that kill. And Sehandur is just picking off the units from Ortfine. There's one man in the Guardia squad holding the flag. The Emtra does move into position. The Jagdpanzer does start to move forwards. Emtra moves back again. Oh, the Guardia's discovered. The flag is going to change hands. That'll give Sehandur the 14-10 again. I guess Ort picked up a flag further somewhere else. I think it was in the center actually. Yeah, down here. G1 heading in there. Didn't lost sight of the MCHAR. Lost sight of the MCHAR. And the D3 guessing again. Sehandur does that a lot. Guesses positions, but he gains control of the sky and then he guesses with his bombers. And although he's wrong quite a lot of times, he's also right quite a lot of times. Down goes a Cobra, I think that was, possibly an IL-4. In comes a G1, dispatches the Sherman. Will the Jagdpanzer move up? 14-10. I mean, here is this center area that could get exploited. I think that's Lolly's, I think that's Ortfine's last hope. But I just find it hard to see him being able to exploit this and then pick up a victory. Oh, the Panzerschreck is moving. Will get discovered, I'm sure, by the Guardia. It would have been better if Sehandur moved it all the way down south across and then like up maybe into that position. Yeah, the Panzerschreck does go down now. So if you are doing that tactic, yeah, maybe like just trying to hot foot it through this open gap and then hot foot it again over this open gap and into that kind of place might be a better job. G1 coming down to the south. MCHAR in trouble, backs away behind the houses just in time, and that G1's gonna have to swing around. Fighter engagement up on the north. Cobra does come in. ME-109 G6U4 chase him, but will not manage to get the kill. Jagdpanzer 4 up against another ZIS-2 gun. A second one on the way as well. Both of them unload. Will that Jagdpanzer go down? Jagdpanzer. I mean, surely against two ZIS-2 guns. Kind of surprised Sehandur isn't going for the strafing runs right now. Has now spotted them and is now going for those strafing runs. Sight damage onto the Jagdpanzer 4, but it does retreat and I think it's going to be okay. It will live to fight another day. The ME-109s are called back. I mean, I think he probably lost sight of those units. This might not be over yet. I mean, Ort has so few units, but he's really pushing Sehandur hard. dispatches another infantry unit in this central area. SPW coming very close to this M42 gun. I think if it can get the immediate kill, Ort will be okay. If it doesn't, oh yeah, he's in trouble now. They have to unload and the unit's going down. That might signal the end, because Sehandur is now pushing forwards in that area, knowing that that road is free. That road is free. So I wouldn't be surprised if he pushes down to the flag. IL-4 attack, just trying to take out unit after unit. Ort is hemmed back almost onto his side of the river, certainly in the south anyway. And yeah, I don't see Sehandur winning it. For a moment, I thought maybe a comeback could be on the cards, but I don't see it happening. I just don't see it happening right now. Sehandur's got great positioning with it. He had a position up here with this stug covering down this road here. This one also covers the road. Kind of surprised he hasn't put something up. Oh, I guess he's got this stug here covering this bridge. Yeah, maybe something like along here would cover this bridge, just cutting off the reinforcement routes. I kind of feel like Ort has lost quite a bit from the skies, and maybe that could have been where he, you know, kept units alive, and in doing so could have pushed on to victory. I think so many Shermans went down on this northern side to the G1. Maybe some earlier AA, earlier fighter might have protected him, but from watching Sehandur over a number of games now, I'm feeling like his air defense is very strong. His control of the skies is very strong, and it makes it very difficult to contest that. Another Cobra heading in, and I think it's going to get out. Second burst of the SDKZ 7-1. It might be on the right edge. Is it going to go down? Yes, it does. Oof, just. That was on the very edge, but does go down. And look at this Ju-87 G1 almost over the spawn. There is the surrender. There is the surrender. 38 minutes, 1 second. Sehandur picks up the victory. 4,400 kills to 3,300 losses. 1,100 kill difference. A lot of that was in the last sort of 10 minutes where he was cleaning up units. A lot of planes went down for Ortfine towards the end, and a lot of Shermans as well. Let's have a look. What do we see here? SPW222s. Do clean up a few units. I didn't actually see. Oh, I think that was the off map from Sehandur. Here's the first G1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 2-star Emchers down. Another G1. 1, 2, 3, 4 2-star Emchers down. Emcher down. Emcher down. And yeah, 10 2-star Emchers lost to those Ju-87 G1 strikes. That's what, 600 points lost just from those two planes. Massive efficiency gained by Sehandur with those two Ju-87 G1 planes. I guess you can't just say it's just those two planes, because he did have to purchase a fighter to make sure the skies were clear. He did have to purchase AA to make sure that the skies were clear. So it's not just those single JUs. It was a combination of air defense that led to those Ju-87 kills, but 600 points, boom. What a big efficiency ratio. And look at the damage being done by these Emchers. So it was very important. Emchers are a very strong tank in terms of their performance. So it was important for Sehandur to get those kills, and that might have been what hurt Ortfine, losing that many Emchers. I also feel as well he had a lot of ground without having the flags at one point. And Sehandur is very good at doing that as well, like holding flags while the other person gains the ground. You know, he doesn't. You can give that. That's the difference between this game and Normandy. You can give up all the territory you like as long as you hold those flags. It doesn't matter what ground the enemy holds, to a certain extent, at least. But yeah, another Emcher with a lot of kills. So very important to get those Emcher kills. We did actually see a few Cobra kills. Actually, I was being a bit hard on that unit, but let's have a look, see how many Cobras actually went down though. And then we can maybe assess how well that unit went. Oh, I'm looking on completely the wrong side here, aren't I? Derp. Let's see. Am I getting this wrong? Oh no, here we are. 2 Cobras. Yeah, that SDKF said 7-1, 2-star. 2 Cobras, a lag 3, and an IL4, another IL4, yeah. So 2 Cobras went down. Oh, I'm not even going to try and pronounce those names. Yeah, both of the ones that actually got kills as well. How many Cobras did he actually have? Oh, he only had 2 Cobras. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not convinced about the Cobras. The HE rockets I'm not convinced about. They did one-shot the Pack 40s, so I guess in a sense they are. I mean, that's a good result, getting the one-shot kill on the Pack 40s, but yeah, I'll keep an eye on the HE rockets, and we'll have some thoughts about that over time. Right, there we have it. Thanks very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this. If you did, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Check out more Steel Division 2 content. There's loads of back catalogue. Look into it, and hopefully you're enjoying the casts. Thanks very much for stopping by. Catch me on Twitch. Link is in the description. I stream Mondays and Thursdays. And follow me on Twitter as well. Link in the description. Thanks very much for watching, guys. I am Angry Birds. I will see you next time.